Okay. Anyways. Let me, hi, Gage. Oops. Okay. So, I should have streamed earlier because it would have been great footage of me taking this thing apart. This is my, light fixture. And, it had that bulb in it. So, yeah, you can see I've cut the wires off. The wires from the switch are there. And the power port is, it's gone. This ended up being a huge jackpot for me because I was able to get this thing out, which I've been looking for one of these for a while. Literally, the only ones I've been able to find were like the figure 8 one, not actually the one with the blocked one side. So, yeah, that was a huge score. And this switch too. I plan on using this. So, yeah, thank y'all for coming on. This switch is going to be a little difficult to get out. So, let me see. I guess you guys can't really see this, can you? So I'm trying to get the switch out of there because I'm going to use it for this. Pretty much everything I'm taking from this is going onto this, which is my Westinghouse indicator. So, yeah, complete with the bell and all the original circuitry. Let me see. Did I already put my screwdriver away? I think I did. So, okay. Yeah, this is extremely difficult to get out, it seems. Damn it. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm just going to, Weston Center? Wow, that is very fast. That is like, that's more than twice the speed of the elevators at the River Center Marriott. Because 1,200 feet per minute, that is very fast. And Weston Center is not that tall of a building. It's only like 30 floors or so. Yeah, I still use Discord. I use it pretty frequently. I've been using it every day for quite a while. Because, you know, that's what quarantine led me to. Okay. How is the stuff mounted in here? Oh, I think I see. I think you have to, yeah, see, there's two little points at the top. I guess you have to, like, knock those in. So let me try putting my screwdriver in there, and then... Hey, Josh! Nope, that doesn't work. currently trying to get the switch out of my my former fluorescent light fixture. Something happened. Me. Ugh. I need to get like a phone stand or something for like for my tripod. See, there's my WR300, which is currently taken apart. I need to fix it. And I fixed this radio the other week, but it doesn't get weather bands, which makes me very sad. So yeah, there's the model number of this in case you're interested. This is just a Walmart light fixture. I can't pull that off. Let me see. I need to take a look at how the switch is in here. So I put it under my light. So you gotta push. So these are tabs. You gotta push those tabs. Okay, I see. So let me, here, I will put this right here. Oh, that sucks. I have two WR120s. I don't know how that happened. I could probably take this one apart and maybe see if I could figure out what might be causing that. But yeah, that sucks. Being at full volume. That's never fun. Ugh. Nope. Ah, man. There we go. Okay, one. Oh, that was all I needed. Okay. I just needed to move one of the tabs. Okay, so now I'm done with this thing, and there's just wires hanging off of it. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Do you know what year it's from? WR300, 400, those are really good, but one of the best radios that you can get, honestly, is, oh, you can't see it. Here, let me turn this on. This right here is probably the best radio that you can get right here. See, if I put it on station, see, look at that. It shows the title of the song. Sacramento. Uh-oh. Justin's gonna be mad that he didn't get it because he practically owns every elevator park from that area. It's really funny, but yeah. Let me put that back where I had it. And this, by the way, is my Dover car top station, which I also doubles as a lamp. Capitol Elevator, yep, I've heard of them before. Well, interesting. What is it, like Innovation Universal?
Mostly sunny with a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms.
Yeah, I bet it's really satisfying getting a bunch of stuff from a modernization. I still have yet to get parts from a mod myself. I've only gotten parts that other people have gotten from mods. Like some of the stuff that you see here. That button and that panel right there. Those are the oh yeah. This and that. And then my dad brought home a box of 4 of these. Oh. Well, this is my smoke detector. These came with the house. And I got 2 stopper covers because why not? Well, this one I got from my dad's fire alarm guy. He said I could have it. And I mean, there was a 9-volt battery in there. No one's gonna pass up a free 9-volt. Unless they're crazy. So, yeah. This I am very excited about. Because I haven't been able to find one of these anywhere. Except on this sketchy website. That I... Yeah, absolutely. If you have Instagram, absolutely send it. The link to my Instagram, well, it's not a link, but my Instagram is guadalupevalleytexas. It's the same, it's pretty much the same as my YouTube. Wow, we got 5 people on here. So, as you can see, this is the switch that I pulled off. I plan on putting it in the side here, so I can control the bell. So, like, have the bell either on or off. So, how this particular switch works is, you see you got 2 wires right here, and the switch is flipped to the position where it's not over the 2 wires, it's just over one. Oh, cool. So anyways, when this is switched over, the metal plate is over these 2 and it completes the circuit. When it's flipped over this way, it only touches 1 wire, so it's not allowing current to flow through. So yeah, and this is not polarity sensitive. Switches typically aren't polarity sensitive. It doesn't matter, you know, which side is receiving power, which side provides power. It really doesn't. So yeah. Hey Dana. Hey Appalachian. How are y'all doing? I need to move this somewhere. I don't really want to have it on top of my laptop because I already have a bunch of crap though. Oh, it doesn't have the buttons, it's just a plate? Oh, well, that sucks. Okay, hold on. Let me put this down really quick. Okay. I will set this down between my shelves. Okay. So, for those of you who are curious, this is the box for my Westinghouse indicator. So as you can see right here, there's a lot of wiring. Huh. Yeah. Aren't you a bus driver? This probably shouldn't have this in a wire nut. I have a lot of wire nuts on this. And like, especially with something like this where it's connecting, I really don't want wire nuts. I just don't think it's good, especially for connecting something like that. So pretty much the power comes in through this right here. Oh shoot, you can't even see. The power comes in through this right here, which this is a 10 amp fuse. And then this is the neutral wire. So this is 120 volts. So it goes into this transformer. It goes straight into here, which by the way, after, it's going to go into this. And so, wow, that's awesome, Dana. I've been doing all right. I've been practicing, but my sound has really tanked. I have no idea why. So, yeah, I'm going to solder this to here, either that, or actually I'll probably just put, like, I'll just put one of my connectors on it, like this right here, because, I mean, that's honestly easier. Let me see. Oh, this will definitely fit. I'm just gonna have to get all the solder off of this because there is solder all over this thing. But yeah. So yeah. It goes through the transformer and it comes out. There's 3 wires on the other side of it. And one of them goes into here, and it goes into this relay. It goes into, focus, it goes into this relay, and this wire goes to this relay. So these are the relays for the lanterns. So, yeah. And then, you can see the black wire coming out of it. That goes to the lantern, and the black wire coming out of this one also goes to the lantern. This is the neutral wire. Andrew says hi. Awesome. I need to secure this relay right here. And I would show you guys how this works when it's plugged in, but I can't really right now because I don't have a cord. I don't have a cord attached to this or this, so yeah. I'll ring the bell for you though. Westinghouse dinner bell. I rang that with my soldering iron, which you can see this is pretty much where I do a lot of my stuff here. That piece of wood is all effed up. So yeah, I do have a fuse in here. It's just a 10 amp fuse. A lot of the stuff that's on here is actually from my styrofoam slicer that I made a long time ago. But I decided I don't use that, so so I decided to take most of the stuff off of it and put it on here, and I need to get this back on here. Oh my gosh, this thing is like, this is a really big, this is a pain right here. There we go, okay. Wow, 50, 60-hour weeks, that's like a police officer right there. That's how much a police officer works. Wow. So, yeah, anyways, back to this. This wire coming out of the transformer, it goes to, goes this relay, goes to that, this relay goes to this, and then the neutral wire goes to the other yellow wire that comes out of the transformer, and also connects to the black wire of the bell. And then the white end of the bell goes into this relay. So, that is where it comes back to here. So this also goes into this relay, and then at some point, French horn is awesome. I like French horn. French horn is a very nice instrument. If you ever have the chance to go into bands because you're interested in it, I would absolutely do it. So, yeah. Because band is very fun. It is awesome. Especially when you get into high school, you get to know people like you never have before. So, yeah. I've actually contemplated quitting bands a couple of times over the summer. Actually, several times over the summer. and last school year. So yeah, that was fun. So what are all these right here? These are here, let me move my light up so you can maybe see. So these are all the inputs right here. This is an 8 relay board right here. I got this brand new, but the 8th relay didn't work. So yeah, that was real fun to deal with. So that sucks. When your school doesn't offer music classes, like, that's, wow. That sucks, damn. So yeah, sorry to hear that. That's very unfortunate. So yeah, this is the this right here is the negative. This right here is the negative for this part right. The negative for this part right here, and the same number of brails as ThyssenKrupp. Huh, interesting. So yeah, this goes back into here, and the relays all have to have negative going to them for them to work, because what a relay is, it creates an electromagnetic field. So when it creates that field, it switches the switch over, so the current is now flowing in another direction, and then when you take the power out of the relay, it starts flowing in the direction it was before. It's pretty much like a button, but it's powered by electricity. So an example of that I can show you on my Dover Black Button COP. So I have relays back here, which of course you can't see worth a damn, but you turn this key on, you turn this on, and you can see there's like a, you can't really see, but the green lights are on, and that's because with these relays, you have to have 2 positive inputs on them on this side. So this is the side that activates the relay. This is the side where the current flows through. So you have your common going in there, and when you have your common going there, there's always going to be one side that is allowing electricity to flow through it, whether it's the normally closed or normally open. When the normally closed, when it's flowing out of the normally closed, that means there's no power flowing in through here. And when that's the case, there's no power flowing through here. And this is closed. And then when there's power going through it, it switches, and it's now open. And that's only while power is going through here. So yeah, now there's no power going through here, and there is going through here. Now, if you were to hook this over to this side, it would then turn into a latching relay, which is what I've done here. So I can turn this on, and you can see it latches. And it'll stay like that until I cut the power to it. So, yeah. So this is the first thing I've used relays with. And it was actually quite simple. It was actually very simple to do. So, yeah. I got 4 of these on the back of this. So, yeah. I got this off of eBay back in May. Actually, this was early June when I bought this. It came all the way from Green Bay, Wisconsin. And I've only seen these key switches on 2 elevators in Wisconsin. This panel, and there was another video made by Heritage Elevators. He filmed a Dover traction that had these key switches. It was newer traditional, so yeah. And this is actually a door hold switch, which is very interesting. I've never seen a door hold switch before. Usually they have a stop switch, but not a door hold switch. So yeah, pretty much the relay power goes through it, but instead of it turning off, when you let go of the button, it actually stays on, and that's because power, I hooked it up, I wired it up to have power come from this over back into here. No, it didn't. But that would have been cool if it had. And then I took this key switch out, and you can see it's very well built. It's very thick plastic. Like, look at this compared to the plastic on the impulse button. Like, this versus the little black bracket on the impulse button. That's when buttons started getting really cheap. So yeah. And then here we have the Dover Untraditional, the button that everyone and their mom has by now. So yeah, and then I got a couple lanterns over here. So yeah. And then I got this buck converter, and then pretty much all I need now that I have this, is an AC to DC rectifier, and then everything on this should be good. I should be good to put this back up on the shelf, because what I had before was I just had a cord. I just had this cord wired straight to it, and yeah, I didn't like that, so what I'm doing is I'm gonna put this on here, and in case I ever need to move it, I can just unplug it and move it without, worrying about some cord that's just dangling all over the place. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing that for. And this end and this end are going to be connected to it. Ooh, whoops. So, yeah, there's a bit of solder on them. I tried to get it off. I just don't think it's going to come off, so what I'm planning on doing is getting a piece of plexiglass to go across the back of this, so you can actually see it from the back, even though it's pretty unlikely, because this thing is pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. I think it's probably about 10 pounds. Maybe. I don't know. No, it's not 10 pounds. I wouldn't say it's exactly 10 pounds, but a little less, definitely. There's the bell again. So yeah, that's the Arduino, that's all the outputs. It activates the relay, and yeah. But I already explained relays to y'all, so yeah. And then I have this really thick wire right here, because my dad gave me a whole spool of, I believe it's 10 gauge wire, and it's the solid core stuff too. No, it's 12 gauge right here, but he gave me it because it's from his electrical guy and he had nothing to do with it, so he decided to hand it over to me, and I'm glad he did, because I've been able to use it. As you can see right here, I'm putting outlets in my shelf. I'm putting outlets in my shelf so I can put fluorescent lighting in here. So, I got wires running through this, and by the way, I installed all of these by myself, and you can really tell that because this one sticks out, which is just freaking amazing. That's just great, isn't it? So, yeah. And then this one does too, which really bugs me, but I mean, you're not really going to see that. There's the Westinghouse indicator plate. This is an EPCO COP that Chase gave me. This is also Dover. Both of my COPs are Dover. Been having problems with this button, the light in it. I don't know what the issue is. Okay. Please don't spam. Please don't spam that. I don't have any of my mods on here. Okay. Please don't do that again. Like, I hate spammers so much. I hate spam. It is extremely annoying. But yeah. There's this, which I already explained to y'all a little bit ago. So yeah, they all stay on. And you can have select ones, stay on. You know, if like, you know, if you just want to take a picture of it with certain floors lit up, you can do that. So, yeah. And then this is going to control the outlets. So, right now all the lights will be off, and then when you turn it on, the lights would be on. And yes, I missed painting that spot right there. And some needled, I don't think I'm going to say that, but some idiot removed the Dover logo. So, yeah. Come on. There we go. I had these keys made for they're MT Dover Impulse. This is an impulse that ThyssenKrupp gave me. Very satisfying. This one in particular is very satisfying. But I took a micro switch off of this one and I put it in here. So yeah, and then I just put a fire alarm down here. And then I put my Aurora button in my sales sample from ThyssenKrupp. My Otis VR. And the custom call button that I made with the, I put the door close button in it, so now it's actually a freight call button. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Because I've wanted a freight call button for a really long time. But I'll make a parts video. It's not just going to be like in this live stream. I'm not going to make everyone just like watch through this entire stream just to, you know, just to find my parts collection. So yeah. Yes, they do. I went there, but they wouldn't let us ride. We could only ride the parking garage. Let me turn that off. We could only ride the parking garage elevators. But they have, yeah, they have destination dispatch in there. So, yeah. And then I took this thing apart because I was trying to, take the port out of it too. But it only had the connections to, like, secure it to a circuit board, so, yeah. I ran out of luck there. But with the fluorescent lights, with the light fixture, I was able to get it. Andrew, he's probably doing all right. He's at work right now, so he's probably not all right. Here, I gotta get my phone stand. Yes. Actually, the tallest building in San Antonio is not the Tower of Life, it's the Tower of America. Which, by the way, a few years ago, I went to the Tower of Life building to try to film the elevators, but they wouldn't let us. But the guy at the desk gave me this right here. So, like, if I ever have to do, like, a report on something historic, I can just turn this right in. So, yeah, let me see. So, this, obviously, it's got the picture of that on the front, and then You can see there's other buildings in the area. The Milan building, it is not 16 stories, it's 20. Pause to read all of that. Oh, well, they wouldn't even let us ride the elevators. So yeah, all of this, yeah. Pause if you want to read all of that. Or like go back in the stream. So, whoops. I just knocked something over. So, it's been a little while since you guys have seen me, huh? No, I did not cut my hair. So, yeah. Where's my koozie? Did I lose my koozie? Well, I have my ThyssenKrupp one right here. 2013. San Antonio is an awesome place, but a lot of their historic stuff is getting modernized. As far as elevators, like, the last traction vectors I know of are in the Alamo Dome. And there's one other building that I think might have vectors, but it says Kone from 1986, which makes no sense at all. But yeah, I found a bunch of buildings. I looked them up on TDLR, and I made a list of places in downtown San Antonio I want to go visit. I've made a list of places on Northeast 410 I want to go visit, so yeah. Come on. There we go. Hold on a second. So, yeah. But yeah, the Tower Life building, Andrew went there with Chase. Those elevators were actually modernized a couple years ago. They were modernized in 2018 by Otis. They were originally Otis, modernized by, I don't know who they were modernized by, but they were modernized probably in the 60s, and then they were modernized in 03, and then they were modernized 2 years ago. So, yeah, that is not that place's first mod. Same with the Milan building. I mean, that building is very old. Those elevators were installed in 1926. Yep, I remember those. Yeah, I tried to... I mailed Otis when I was mailing them about the stuff at the Menger Hotel, asking about the Bank of America, but by that time, it was too late. They had already finished up everything there. So I wasn't able to snag an Elevonic 401 panel. I can't... I'm not going to be able to join the Elevonic 401 club just yet, like Steven has. Steven's the head of that club. So, yeah. My uncle works in that building, too. So, yeah, he noticed that. My uncle, he's very interested in the stuff that I do. And he said, like, if I ever want any elevator parts, he's got me covered. Like, he can make stuff happen, he says. Next time I go on Northwest Loop 410, I'm definitely going to go back to Crossroads Mall or Wonderland of the Americas, because I only filmed the rotary freight elevator. I didn't even film the main elevator. I don't know why. Because I actually found out A-Series is very rare. And actually, pretty much any Montgomery button is rare. Oh, that's cool. Bank of America, Dallas, has the grandpa voice. Oh, yeah, that too. Yep. Yeah, that is very unfortunate. Like, it's something elevator enthusiasts hate. Yeah, I honestly don't know why you would implode a hotel. Like, I mean, it's just... Unless the structure is just, like, unstable and it's not safe, then yeah, I would see the reason to implode it, but otherwise, I don't see a reason to. So, Wonderland of the Americas, they have a rotary freight elevator from 1963. And then they have a freight elevator with A series Montgomery, and the elevator in the I think it's the food court area, also with A series. Riviera in general. Well, yeah, I mean, I would hate to lose something like the River Center Marriott or the Grand Hyatt, because those places are very sentimental to me. They're childhood elevators of mine, and hell, even now that the River Center elevators have been modernized, I mean, yeah, that's kind of sad for me. The first freight elevator I ever went on was the freight elevator at the Alamo Dome. I've only ridden one of them, though. And, yeah. And then now, I think, those are going to be modernized soon. I read a news article that said this year, but they said that there's nothing going on except one being repaired. So, yeah. Ow! I really want to figure out what kind of buttons the rotary freight elevator at Crossroads Mall, the old Frost Tower. I've never actually heard of the old Frost Tower, but yeah. If I can, here, let me show you this. I want to try and figure out what those buttons are, because they're very interesting. I've never ridden an elevator with them before. This is Andrew's video, by the way. It says Hunter Hayes, so it's definitely Dover. This is rotary Dover, though, which there you can see the logo down there, rotary. So let me close all this. And there's my background. So, yeah, I mean, I did find out that the Alamo Dome probably is going to get a mod. I mean, I've been suspecting it, and then when I heard about it, I was just like, oh, okay, we're losing another vector, another traction vector, so, yeah, that's lovely. And I haven't been able to get in contact with anyone about that, so, yeah. But yeah, I even found out that there's a building in downtown San Antonio. They had Dovers from 1966, and then they were modernized by Schindler in 2014. I was like, no! There was actually a Dover with the old black buttons in downtown, and I never got to see them. And it sucks because it happened in the last it happened in the last 10 years. It happened 6 years ago. And then the Milan building, that got a mod a long time ago. But the I think it was just a slap on COP mod. Because I don't think they didn't replace the lanterns or anything like that. They just replaced the COPs, which those were originally I bet they were Otis originally, and then they were modernized, installed 1927, and then they were modernized by Westinghouse in 1969, and then modded by Schindler in 2010. And then there's this other building downtown. I found out they had Westinghouses from 1979, so that's like borderline old. Oh. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But absolutely try to get parts from that if those elevators mean something to you. Drury Plaza, that's Otis Series 2. And Alamo Tower, I've never heard of the Alamo Tower. This koozie was given to me by Jason. And I was looking for my other one earlier. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Here. I typically use this one for water. So you can see there's one side of it. There's the other side of it. Ow. So, yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of buildings that go through many different changes. Like, there is one building that it used to be, my dad said that there was a building in Bryan, it used to be an HEB, and then they turned it into, what was it, dorms? And then it turned back into an HEB. And then I think there was an HEB down here that got turned into Alamo Community College. And that's not too far from me. So, yeah, I mean, there's quite a bit that goes on with buildings. Like, buildings get gutted and, turned into other stuff. Like, I know Nick's is being turned into a hotel, and I bet you they're definitely going to mod those. And that is going to be a huge loss for the community, because that is the tallest touch. That is the tallest autotronic that is known. It's the tallest autotronic that's known to us. And I've found 2 other autotronics in San Antonio. I found one at M&S Towers and then one at AT&T. And someone is blowing me up on Discord. Really? Okay. Alrighty then. Anyways. But yeah, all the stuff in San Antonio, all the vintage stuff, it's starting to get ripped out and replaced with crappy new stuff. The good vintage stuff is getting replaced with the crappy new stuff. Like, it's just, I hate it. I don't like it at all. Because, I like the old stuff. The old stuff is good, but unfortunately, with all that stuff being obsolete, Marks and Spencer, I don't know what it stands for, but, with all the old stuff becoming obsolete, They're hard to get parts for, and when you do find parts for them, they are crazy expensive. Like, I found this website. You don't have to be associated with a company to be able to buy from them. It's an elevator part company. It's called Master Elevator Products. Whoops, hold on a second. Master kkes.biz. Oh, wow. 62 floors? Wow. That is insane. 62 floor touch. Imagine if the World Trade Center had that. Just imagine if the Twin Towers had that. And all the buttons broke and you had to replace them now. Let me even see how much a touch button is on this website. Let me see. The fixture components. Let me see. Where's the actual Oh, so the base is not that expensive. Yeah, there's a couple places down here that have original Otis with touch sensitive buttons. Not a whole lot because, you know, they're not up to code. They're a fire hazard. Unfortunately. But, yeah, replacing the base is, that's about $7. Oh, it did have touch. Wow. That's cool. I thought it would have had, like, thought it would have had, like Lexan or something. I don't know. But yeah, and then, so the base is, it's $7, and then the actual button parts, because, the base, it's literally, here, I'll show you. The base is literally just the base, and then you go over to here, this part is like $18, which doesn't make any sense because this part is $8. Well, this is almost $19. This is $8. And then these are these are Lexan, I believe. And yeah, I mean, this website, I have gotten something from this website. And this is the touch button assembly right here. Yep, there it is. So you see you got the base right here. This part sticks up, and you got the part where the tube goes in back here, and then you got the aluminum part right there. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah. And then, hell, even right here, just a blank Otis Series 1 button is over $100. Wow, that's really cool. I actually saw Willis Tower. I actually have a picture that I saved. Here, let me go to pictures. Which I have a ton of elevator pictures. There's the service elevator at the River Center Marriott. 38th floor AE, and then you can go to let me see, the where did I save it? I thought I would have put it in here, but I guess I didn't. And you can see I have tons and tons of TIF files, and that's because I have I look through a ton of inspection certificates. Yep. And I'm only one of 4 people, I believe, that have filmed that elevator. And I think it's going to be modernized soon. I went there about a month ago, and man, do they need help. Those elevators need some help bad. Like, as much as I love Westinghouse, I hate to say it needs a mod bad. Because they are so beat up, and like, it took 5 minutes just for one to get to where I was calling it from. But see, here's a picture from the Manger Hotel, and you can just see how lovely the quality was on my PJ275. Like, look at all that graininess. Look at all that. That's, oh boy, that is ugly. That is why I got a new camera. But yeah, just look at how grainy it is. Like, ugh. I love those lanterns right there. Hopefully I'll be getting one. Actually, here, let me see if I can try and find the picture that I saved. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Just use Google Chrome, I guess. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, you can see that is from Willis Tower right there. This elevator serves all 100 floors. Look at that. Man, that would be a dream to have that panel because I love AE. And you can even see that's an interesting direction lantern that's inside the car. Westinghouse didn't typically use that lantern, so it's very surprising to see it. But they did use them at River Center, so yeah. But yeah, elevator buttons in particular are very expensive. Well, actually, like, I mean, yeah, even the buttons are expensive. Like, when it comes to replacing something like the motor, you're looking at several $1,000s. Must be original still. Willis Tower is not. They got modernized by Otis last year. They got the compass system, which is unfortunate. But Nick's is still original right now, and the service elevator at River Center is still original. But yeah, Otis buttons, the newer ones like Series 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, they're very expensive. Like, some of those are $30, $40. And I really don't know why. Even the door close button. Oh, yeah, no, that is not original. It's not original anymore. That got modernized, unfortunately. But let me see if I can find a picture of the, I cannot type. Let me see if I can find an old picture online of the World Trade Center service elevator. I don't know what that is. And I actually found out the year before the attack on the World Trade Center happens, the elevators were modernized. Which makes sense because Otis Touch is not up to code. There's several reasons they get modernized. They're obsolete, which kind of ties into number 2. They're very, very hard to find parts for, and if you do find them, they are extremely expensive. 3, they're a fire hazard. So, wait, what was 1? Ugh. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. There's always a possibility that they could be. So there is that. Um, but yeah, I mean, yep, 99 elevators in each tower. Something like that would take it would take a long time to mod. And I bet the elevator workers, they were just like, oh man, we just spent like how much time doing that modernization? And then all of it just got crashed into. Like just wow. Yeah. Door restrictors. I actually tried to go to a building on Saturday. I tried to go to a building. It's called. How can I not remember what it's called? Literally. Wow. Okay. Riverview Tower Condo. It's called Riverview Tower Condo. And I found out they have some old elevators there. They just have a couple of them. But unfortunately I wasn't able to get into the building, so I couldn't film the elevator. But the guy was very nice. He thought that my interest was interesting. Hey, Mikey. And even though the elevator was like on this wall and I was like right here, I was still able to see. I was like, oh wow, it's got an old Otis PI, and by the look of the call button, it was it had Lexan buttons, so yeah. But I had actually never pressed Lexan up until... Well, actually, I pressed Lexan at a building near where I was born, but the elevator didn't work. But the first Lexan I rode was the Rim. I don't know where that is. I've never heard of that before. Oh, yeah. Oh, the Shield. Okay, so the Otis Touch Shield is, that's $20. A little over $20. That's for the square button. The circle button is $15. But if the Rim is in Texas... Yeah, pretty much. It always seems like that. But if the Rim is in Texas, then I can look it up on TDLR. Yeah, the Riverwalk is it is a very historic landmark. I mean, there's this tree on the Riverwalk that's like 500 years old, and we were taking the boat tour one time, and the guy said that his grandkids asked him if he was there to plant that tree. So they think he's like 500 years old, which is hilarious. Oh, where Bass Pro Shops is? Let me see if I can look it up. If I can find the maps. Are you serious? Okay, there we go. Jeez Louise. Oh yeah, next time Andrew and Jason come down here, we should go to the Texas Transportation Museum. It's kind of funny. It's like right next to some train tracks. Oh, that's really cool. Elvonic 401. I've never Have I ridden a high-rise Elevonic 4-1? I don't know. Custom Series 1. I can't remember. I don't know what Custom Series 1 looks like. Let me see. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, that's... Oh, wow, that... Okay, oh, that's cool. I've actually never ridden a Custom Series 1 before. Otis Series 1 is similar to Impulse in a way. Because, you know, they have regular and custom. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't know why they like to hide their vintage elevator. Well, I know why they do it, because, you know, people like someone whose name I will not say because I know he watches my videos, he will probably go and bug the hell out of them to ride their elevator and then take too many rides on it and then end up breaking it. And that person actually has broken the elevators at other places. I've heard that he's broken it at Nick's and Moody Gardens as well. So, yeah. I do not know what this button is. Arrow E and H? That's not very helpful. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong about that. I really want to get into the San Antonio Federal Building. I've been wanting to go in there for a long time to see what kind of elevators they have in there, because I tried to look it up on TDLR, but nothing came up. So I'm gonna have to go in there and see for myself, because with that place, I think they yes, it is, because there's a building. Well, not a building. There's a house in Minnesota that actually has a Dover DMC. So yeah, it's very much possible. But yeah. The reason why it's not on TDLR is because they have their own private inspector come out and inspect the elevators. But looking up forms on TDLR is super helpful, because like you can search up pretty much almost any building in Texas. You just got to type in the address or the building name if you have it, or even the building number, elevator decal, whatever, and it'll come up. And then you would click on Show Documents, click on Subsequent Inspection, and then boom, there you have it. Actually, let me find something a little more interesting than that. No. Okay. Oh. So, yeah, I mean, it is. It's a really well-built fixture. It's been around since the 80s. And I lost my charger. So, the inspection form right here, you see it tells you what unit it is. This is from the Manger, the building number, building designation, if applicable. Most of them don't have that filled out. Otis 20 UKL. Huh, interesting. But yeah, UKL, I have actually never seen that one, but it was installed in 1949. And what's surprising about this is this one has Lexan. I don't think Lexan was around in the 40s. Maybe it was Black Button originally and they just like slap-on modded it or something. No, I don't think so. Maybe this is wrong. I have no clue. But it's electric, it's not hydraulic. ThyssenKrupp, well, I mean, they're both made the same. And I think Adams still makes the buttons. So yeah, Rodney Clark is the inspector. He's inspected a ton of elevators throughout this area. 1859 historic hotels. Contact information, Wallet Harb. So yeah. that's pretty much it's pretty much all of it. Like if you're trying to figure out what type of elevator is in a building, pretty much all you need to see is that right there. Custom impulse is very rare, yes. I wouldn't say it's extremely rare, but I mean, I've personally have only been on one, and that was at the Methodist Hospital. Yeah, Bakelite is what they used back then, or even Lucite. They used Lucite back then too. And before plastic, they used milk glass as well. So they would melt down the milk jug and use the glass from it. If you know what I'm quoting, I will absolutely subscribe to you. So let me just see what's going on here. Of course, it's taking forever to load because Spectrum is just great. Oh, very expensive? Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I thought they just, like, gave you a choice between, you know, regular and custom. Wow, where'd you find that out? That's very interesting. That's very interesting to know. I guess it's... Wow. Okay, so all the rare stuff makes sense now because, you know, I mean... I guess all the stuff that was rare back in the day, or I guess all the stuff that's rare now was really expensive back in the day. Stuff like, oh, okay. So, but that would absolutely make sense. Like if Otis Series 5 with NEL, which is what people used to call Series 6. If that was expensive, then yeah, that would absolutely make sense. But I mean, Otis Series 5 with NEL, it bears quite a resemblance to Kone in a couple different ways. So, yeah. Yeah. I could not imagine living there. Yeah, because, well, Otis Black Button is made out of Lexan. So when people call this pre-Lexan, they're... Hold on, I just lost my train of thoughts. I always do this on stream for some reason. Oh, it's because people comment. That's why it distracts me. So, Otis Black Button, people like to call it Otis Pre-Lexan, and that's not true because those buttons are made out of Lexan. But the Lexan buttons, the quote-unquote Otis Lexan buttons, I think they're made out of Bakelite. Because they're not actually made out of Lexan. Hey, Fantech, how are you doing, dude? It's nice to see you on here. I'm doing alright. How about you, man? So, yeah, I mean, that's why a lot of these elevators get modded. Like, you know, whether it's, you know, parts for it are expensive, hard to find, or there's just something that keeps having problems. And, yeah, thanks, man. That's good. You know, whether it's parts are too expensive, something just keeps having a fault. Because, I mean, like, some of these new buttons, like, you know, something like ThyssenKrupp, well, ThyssenKrupp Vano Resistant is not real. But, you know, something like Mad BS, that's not very expensive at all. Schindler's not very expensive either. Epco, I mean, all these different ones. And, like, some of the older buttons aren't expensive either. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't really find 3300s that interesting. I really don't. Interesting. That's very interesting. I mean, yeah, if I go back onto this website, I can look up. I don't even know what's. Let me see. Is ThyssenKrupp expensive? I wouldn't imagine that it is, but I really don't know. Buttons. Whoa, what? Are you serious? Okay. So, there's mainly Dover stuff on here. Like stuff for Dover Black Button. Yeah. Yeah, that is very true. Let me see. ThyssenKrupp buttons, the old Aurora buttons, are, they're about $13, $14. Whoa, a complete impulse button is $25? $43? Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, I guess that's why even Auroras have been getting modded. Like, stuff as new as that. Like, I've even seen, like, BC Vaders. He's even said that Schindlers with HT have been modded. Like, it makes no sense to me at all. And I mean, like, I bet the next time a button breaks, yes, Kone is very expensive. Kone is very expensive. Like, and yeah, Aurora is very crappy. Aurora is not made well. I filmed an elevator in Canyon Lake with Aurora. Man, the buttons on that thing were not in good shape. The alarm button didn't even work. Like, it didn't even activate anything when I pressed it. Yeah, Kone. I can search up Kone. Let me see what's in here. I have a feeling this stuff is going to be very, very expensive. Oh yeah, we're talking like, we're talking at least $45 just to replace a button. Yeah, that is true. I mean, it's just, I don't know what the deal is with them. Like, if they're just like parts are obsolete, they don't make them anymore, or it's just like, I have no clue. And then let me take a look at Schindler stuff, which this will probably be. Oh, there's RT. So, wow, just an RT like blink, like just the button, just the button insert. Kone buttons are at least $45. Well, the blank one that looks like Mad is like 20, but still. Oh yeah, me too. I love it. It's great. Schindler RT, the button inserts, those are $20. Those are over $20. Schindler MT, just the housing, is almost $13. And then gosh, and a complete MT button is a whopping $127. Complete M series are almost $37. Another complete MT button is almost $33. So yeah. And then key switches, don't even get me started on key switches. Key switches are extremely expensive. If you can install an elevator now, what would you pick? I would have a local company install. I would have a local company install an elevator for me. So something like Automatic Elevator, Mike. I would absolutely get one from him. I would have him install one because local companies are some of the best quality. Local companies have some of the best stuff that you can get. Some of the best in the business. And, that's why they don't develop into big businesses, because, quality will change from branch to branch. Like ThyssenKrupp can be really good in San Antonio, but then they can be really bad out in Salem, Oregon, And, quality is going to change from branch to branch. Like, ThyssenKrupp Austin may not have, everything that ThyssenKrupp San Antonio has. It's just like your Walmart. The Walmart website, you can check if it's in your store, but then it's not. But then a few stores away, they have the thing that you're looking for. So it's not all the same. Yeah, I really do like the way Montgomery smell, especially Dover's. Hell, even in service corridors, they have interesting smells. The one at Rolling Oaks Mall, I like the way it smells. It's very interesting. I'm not sure what it's from exactly. So, yeah, key switches are very expensive though. If you want to replace a key switch, just the actual key part, you're talking $20, $30 right off the bat. For an electrical key switch, but for a key switch, yeah, that's the case for every company. It's not just ThyssenKrupp or Kone, because a company is only as good as its worst employee. It's my school does have an elevator. My school has 3 elevators, all 330As. 2 of them were installed in 04. One was installed in 2015, I believe. The 2 that were installed in 04 have the HT, the regular HT, and then the one from 2015 has HTVR. So, yeah. And then my junior high school had an elevator too. It's a Dover DMC from 1991. But you have to have a best key to be able to get into it. It's a custom key, unfortunately, so you can't copy it. Even if you have it, places won't copy it for you. So, yeah. Well, actually, RT, if you're replacing something on RT, I guess it's not too bad because the base for RT is literally just Adams bases. They only use Adams bases. I think AE was the last one to actually use their own kind of thing. Well, no, MT was. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Yep, that was exactly the case. But, yeah, I mean, companies, some branches will be really good, some branches won't. Like, it's the same thing with colleges. It's all about the people that attend, like, and how attentive they are, you know? Like, that's really what determines the success rate of people that go to college. Like, it's the people that go there. It's not the college. It's how attentive the people are. It's, no single teacher is going to, turn a failing student into a into like a straight A student. Like, that's just, like, it's just I have never been on a Houghton elevator. There's a couple brands of elevators I've never been on. I've never been on Armor, Houghton, US. I've never been on any from that brand at all. I've only ridden a couple Fujitech. Which, by the way, Fujitech is non-existent down in San Antonio. Yep, absolutely. I sprained my ankle, so I got a key for 3 weeks. And I've tailgated into there too. Wow, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, it's and that doesn't just go for elevator companies. That goes for any company. Like, like, we could say customer service at, like, the Cibolo Walmart versus the Shirts Walmart. Like, and that doesn't just go for companies. That just goes for people in general. Like, any place in general. Like, she's all right. I thought you would have known because, you talked to her too. Yeah, because, people in one community might be really nice, and then people in another place will just be mean and, completely, like, just oppose newcomers. Like Andrew said about Paris, he would never go back to Paris. And there's a place in Canada he said had very rude people too. So, I mean, it's just, and it's not about the company. It's not about the company as a whole. It's about the people. It's about how the people act. It's never solely like one person's fault. It's like how people influence other people. People in Oklahoma, they can seem rude, but I mean, you never really know unless you talk to them. I've talked to a couple people in Oklahoma, and they were all right people. They were pretty nice. But I mean, some people, absolutely, actions speak louder than words, always. But I mean, yeah, there's people with, and it's not just like, only the mean people live in Paris, only the nice people live in, Texas. Like, there's a mix of all of it everywhere. So, like, I mean, there's probably gonna be, the guy in the office that makes the jokes. An office is a really good place to use as an example here. Like, there's the guy that always makes jokes, the guy that's always, like, really serious, never does anything fun, just works all day, doesn't even take the lunch break. And, there's the guy that's tries to be friends with everyone. It's... yeah, I mean, and you know, sometimes people are really nice in one place, and then they, you know, they are just so rude. They're super rude in other places. Hell yeah, I would visit Dubai. Oh, I love Dubai. I would love to go to Dubai. That place is awesome. But I mean, yeah, down here is a great example of where people go from, you know, being nice in one place to being absolutely rude in other places. Chase is a good example of that. Chase is a great example of that because people in public are cool down here, but when they get into their car, oh my god. When people get into their cars, they drive like crap. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Chase is a great example of that. I bet all of you know that. Because like, people in public are cool, but then when they become drivers, they're just they cannot drive. Like, it's even a stereotype. Texans can't drive. Like, some of the worst drivers live down here, and then my mom said that Houston drivers are worse than drivers in New York City. Yeah, like there's only a select few people that actually drive the way they're supposed to. Like, you know, there will be someone that's trying to get into your lane when you're pulling up. Like, you know, they're not yielding to you. Like, there's just, ugh. Drivers are a mess. Drivers are a mess in San Antonio. Like, I can even show you a video that Chase uploaded the other day. Well, getting my permit wasn't that hard. Like, I mean, it only took like my dad signed me up, and then 2 weeks later, I got my permit. Christian Gonzalez, I think you're thinking of Adrian Gonzalez, but yeah, I actually have a friend named Christian Gonzalez. He's one of my friends in my subscribe to my friends list. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want someone to hit that, because it'll set you back quite a bit. So, I go to I mean, driving honestly isn't that hard. It's not that hard to it's not that hard to drive the right way. So let me show you guys this right here. This is really funny. This is Chase.
Serious asshole? Texting is what you're doing.
Yeah, that guy was texting and he just like swerved over into that lane. Hell no, I'm not taking AP classes. Gosh, I can't even do AP. Or I can't even do regular classes. So if I were to do AP, I would die. I would not make it out of school. I feel like I'm not gonna make it out of school as it is, because school sucks. Alright, yeah, you too, man. It's good to see you on here. So see you, Fantech. But yeah. Anyways, with that being said, with Fantech having said that, yeah. Yeah, I mean, people just, like, people are so stupid, like, even though, even though there's a law now that you can't text and drive, you can't read, write, or send a text message while driving. Like, you can only have hands free, and that's it. Ow! Ow! But, anyway, with Fantech having said that, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here too because this is over an hour and a half long. So, hope you guys have a good night. I hope you have a good Labor Day. And I hope you have a good week. So,